Well, good evening. Happy Friday Eve. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to another episode of the Mamaprenuer Podcast. My name is Robbin. I am your fabulous hostess with the mostest. Thank you so much for rocking with us with episode number 42. 42 who? Thank you guys so much. So, tonight's going to be such a treat. Thank you guys for joining. Make sure that you share tonight's live broadcast. I will be doing some giveaways tonight, but you must share. And then you're going to type hashtag Mamapreneur in the comments. That's Facebook and that's YouTube. So I will know if you're sharing. So that's first things first, okay? All righty. Next, in the comments, let us know where you're tuning in from. We have people from all over the country that tune in, all over the country that comes onto the show. And I love the fact that this show is growing. So I would love to know where you're from. So type in the comments where you're tuning in from, okay? All righty. Also, if you're an entrepreneur in the audience, I would like for you to tag your business name. Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, IG, Twitter, child, for those who still get on Twitter, TikTok, whatever. If it's related to your business, because this show came about from a networking event, I like for my entrepreneurs in the audience to network amongst themselves. I always tell people you never know where your next client, investor will come from or collaborator will come from. So it's okay to network. Scary at times, but it's okay to network with people you don't know. Okay. So share, because we are doing giveaways tonight and you must share to be entered into the giveaway. Okay. Or giveaways in this case, because I'm giving away multiple things. Okay. All righty. And we're still in the month of March. So I want to give another shout out to it being Happy Women's History Month. We ladies, we out here, we're doing the thing. And I am just proud of my female bosses that I am in connection with. And to all the other female bosses out there, Happy Women's History Month. All right. Doing big things. All right. Okay. A few announcements before I get to my first guest, who I'm so excited about. Have you been to the Mamaprenuer website lately? That is mamapreneurpodcast.com, where we have merch. We have shirts. We have mugs. Hold on. We have a good old mug. Who doesn't like a mug? Okay. Thank you for my close-up so I can give you my Vanna Black impersonation. All righty. Mugs, you can reach out to me directly for your mug. T-shirts, you can buy those directly from the website. It has updates on new episodes. It has updates. It has previous episodes on the website. So make sure you check out our website. Give us a little love. Get you some merch. Get you a mug. Why not? We're not going to question what's in your cup. All right. All righty. Next, affiliate marketing. What that is. I advertise your business while you're not even a guest on the show. You don't have to be an actual guest on the show to have your business showcased. And that's for businesses from all over the country that is male and female based businesses for affiliate marketing. So if that's something that interests you, you're an entrepreneur, want more exposure for your brand, feel free to reach out to me at Mamaprenuer Podcast. That's Facebook and IG, or to me directly through DM or through Power Team. They'll get the message back to me if you reach out to them that way. Okay. Also, I am still booking for 2023. I have spots for later in the year. So if you haven't had the opportunity to come on and showcase your business, and that is for female entrepreneurs and calling all dudepreneurs, fellapreneurs, manpreneurs. I am doing an episode for my fellas only. We did it back in December. Got great reviews, great engagement. So if you are a dudepreneur, fellapreneur, Mamaprenuer, please let me know. Please reach out to me and I'll be happy to give you more information on which day that episode is. And let's shine a light on you and your business. Also, for my ladies, I am still booking throughout the year. So if you are interested, again, reach out to me via Mamaprenuer Podcast, Facebook, IG, or direct message, whether it's Power Team or directly through me. Okay. Also, I am doing an episode for beauty spa professionals. So if you're in the industry like myself, next month we're coming on 25 years in the beauty business, and I love everything about it. And transitioning into beauty consulting and spa consulting, and I'm loving that. And I would love to interview. If you have a salon suite, you have your own boutique salon, you have your own barbershop, spa, med spa, whatever. I would love for you to come onto the show and let's highlight and spotlight you on the Mamaprenuer Podcast. So if you are a beauty professional of any kind, again, please reach out to me at Mamaprenuer Podcast, Facebook, IG. I'm going to go and throw TikTok in there, child. TikTok, all the things. We're going to be everywhere in a minute, okay? Everywhere. All right? Lastly, before I get into my fabulous guest, I am doing a plug for my sorority, Sigma Gamma Rho Sorority Incorporated, the Zeta Delta Sigma chapter. We are having a fundraiser for our Yellow Tea Rose Foundation, and it is called the Designer Purse Bingo. So the link will be posted in the chat. Click on that link. We have sponsorship opportunities. Also, you can buy a table. All righty. They're giving away Michael Kors purses and all the things from the bingo. So if you like a good purse, like I like a good purse, I'm going to play to win. I don't even do bingo, but we're going to do bingo on this note. I may become hooked from there. But yes, the link will be posted in the chat for Designer Purse Bingo. Support the Zeta Delta Sigma chapter for the Yellow Tea Rose Foundation. All the information is on the Gift Butter website, and we hope to see you there. It's on April 22nd in Arlington, Texas. So we hope to see you there, okay? All righty. And if you're feeling something that we are talking about, if you have any questions that you want to ask our guests, please post them in the chat during the live. Hopefully we can get them answered during the live chat, the live broadcast. All right. So my first guest, a couple shows ago, I started talking about calling all, like I'm doing callings for beauty professionals and guy entrepreneurs. I did the same for kidpreneurs. And so the next few shows, you're going to see spotlights of kid entrepreneurs. And here's the thing, there's no age range to be an entrepreneur. And so these three that I'm going to have come on within the next few weeks are proof of that. And so my first guest is the amazing Skylar Lewis of Skylar's Sweet World. And so I'm going to ask Skylar a few questions, and you guys give her some love in the chat. Skylar. Hi, beautiful. How are you today?
I'm good.
You good? Well, thank you so much for being with me tonight. You could have been watching TV, child, and you here with me. So thank you so much for being with me tonight.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely, absolutely. So Skylar, how old are you?
I'm 9.
9, okay. All righty. Skylar, tell everybody where are you from?
I'm from Texas.
You from Texas? Okay. All righty. Me too, Skylar. Me too. Now tell everybody about Skylar's Sweet World.
So Skylar's Sweet World is a business where I sell lemonade, Rice Krispie treats, and I also have 2 books that I published right here.
Awesome. Tell everybody the name of your books.
So this one is called I'm Smart, Beautiful, and Strong, and it's a self-care journal for girls where they can write how they're feeling each and every day. And my other book is a coloring book called Skylar's Sweet Idea. And it's an activity book.
I
Where
love
you
it.
can color it and stuff. And there's different activities, like where you can draw your own note.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome. I love that you have a self-care journal at 9. Oh my gosh. You don't hear many children talk about self-care. So I think that's amazing. So besides starting your business, what do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to be a veterinarian.
Oh my gosh. You like animals?
Yeah, I have a dog,
You do. Okay, what's dog's name?
Queen.
Queen, love it. Love it. What kind of dog is she?
She's a German Shepherd.
Oh, so she a big dog. Oh,
Yes.
okay. You like big dogs, okay. Big dogs scare me. I only like one dog. I may have to come meet Queen. I'm only attached to one dog. His name's Bentley, and he's an Australian Shepherd. And he's big, big, probably just as big as your dog. And I'm not afraid of him. So yeah.
Queen is a sweet dog. Like, she's not even a guard dog. She just likes to jump on people when she's excited to meet somebody.
I believe it. She's like people. So, what made you want to start a business?
Well, my mom showed me a thing where kids could have their own business, and that inspired me to make my own business. So I just started selling in front of my house, and then my business expanded, and I started to sell in front of the farmers market, and now I'm just doing events. Because I have an event on the 1st of April.
Yeah. Tell me about it. What's the name of it?
Spring market.
Spring Market. Okay. I've heard of it. Okay. So that's at Lofty Spaces.
Yes.
Yeah. On April 1st. Awesome. So you're going to be there selling your treats and your books.
Yes.
Okay. Amazing. Amazing. I'll make sure to post the link for that. I'm familiar with the event, so I'll make sure I post that for you. Okay. So people can come see you. Now, is this your first market that you've done, or have you done more than one market?
I've done more than one. I've done it. Like, I used to do it every weekend. I used to sell my lemonade outside the farmers market like every weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And so now it's just like a thing when I get somebody to ask me if I want to do the event. I'm like, yeah, sure, and I just sell there every once in a while.
I love it. Yes, those are fun. So I normally do the event. So like the jewelry I have on, I sell paparazzi jewelry. So I go and I set up at events like that too, and they're fun because you get to meet people. You know, not only you get to sell your products, but you get to meet people as well, new people, and you introduce them to your business. And so that's good that, mama is showing you early how to get out there and hustle and bustle. I love it.
Yeah, I meet a lot of new exciting things. Because one time when I was selling at the farmers market, I met a parrot,
You
and he had
did?
sit on my shoulder.
Really? And I know that didn't scare you one bit, Miss Veterinarian to make. Awesome. Awesome. What is the best thing about being a kidpreneur? Because that's what you are, kid entrepreneur.
Yeah, one of the best things is that, well, I meet a lot of new and exciting people at a young age, and
Uh-oh, we lost her. That's okay.
I can
Yes. Oh, there she go.
sell my business and make my own money.
Oh, okay. That'll do it. Make your own money. I love it. I love it. So tell everyone how you can be followed, Skylar.
On my Instagram and Facebook at Skylar Sweet World and my website www.skylarsweetworld.com.
Okay. Okay, love it. And last but not least, what is next for Skylar Sweet World? What is something you want to do next with your business?
The thing that I want to do next is I want to have my lemonade sold in stores.
And you keep doing that. Keep doing the steps. Hey, I know your mama, so I know it'll happen. So keep doing what you're doing. I am extremely proud of you. And you're going to encourage so many other kids to get out there and start their business and let them know that, hey, if she can do it, I can too.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Everybody give a round of applause in the chat to Skylar Lewis of Skylar Sweet World. Thank you so much, pretty girl. Thank you so much. And you have a great night. You get to go to bed, girl. You got school tomorrow. Yeah. Take care. Isn't that great, y'all? So she is one of many that I'm going to have on the show to promote their businesses. I have 2 little boys coming up soon, so stay tuned. And if you know a child that has a business, please pass them my way, because I will continue to do the spotlights for children all over the country, not just in DFW, but if they're, if it's a child-owned business, and if it's okay with mama, daddy, or both, yes, reach out to me. Let's get them on the show. All righty. Don't forget, while we're waiting on my other 2 ladies to come on, make sure you're sharing the live broadcast and typing #shared in the comments, because I'm doing giveaways at the end of the show. So she's going to be bringing up my ladies in a minute, and I'll get to interview my 2 other ladies. Cool part about this show, again, I get to interview people from all over the country. So I got a local and I got an out-of-towner coming on. So it's going to be great once they come on. So while we're waiting on them, I have a quick little discussion topic I want to kind of talk about. And this is because my friend and I were having a conversation, and something didn't quite go the way she wanted it to go in her business. And so pretty much my topic today is keep going even when your plans fall through. That is in business, in life, so on and so forth. Just continue to keep going. God always has a way of showing us where things don't work out, and he has a way of showing us to directing us on the path that we should be in. So that's if you want to add a particular service to your list of services that you have, and one may not work for you. Guess what? Keep going. Don't stop there. Continue to keep going. If you're a chef and you got 10 different specialties and you need to narrow it down to one to figure out the one, figure it out, keep going. Sometimes in life and in business, we have to pivot. And so that is my little nugget on pivoting. Okay. All right. So we're going to bring up Imani Renee. She is from the SIP.
Hi, Robbin.
How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Good. Imani is, hold on. I thought I'd be having long business names. Okay. Official.
Young, savvy, single mom.
Thank you. I'm good for a good long business name. I used to get talked about with my salon and other business names. They'd be like, Robbin, can you shorten that?
No, we cannot.
No, we cannot. That's what it is. That is the name. So
Yes,
tell
ma'am.
us about all the wonderful things that you're doing. Talk about your business, all the things.
Sure. So 7 years ago, I started Young, Savvy, Single Mom. It started off as a blog, and it kind of grew from there. It started out of a frustration because I didn't like the way that Black young single mothers were being portrayed on social media. And so I wanted to change the narrative. And by doing that, I started a blog where I blog about motherhood, the honest truth, the ins and outs, ups and downs. And it just kind of grew from there to t-shirts, pop-up events, and different things like that for single mothers or just mothers in general who were looking for a village and looking for other like-minded mamas to connect with.
Okay. Now, are these ladies within your local area or kind of from all over?
They're in my local area, but I am looking to expand the sisterhood in the village because we all need support and help. So
Absolutely.
it is local, but I am willing to expand or do different events in different cities.
Okay. I love it. So you have shirts. I saw on your site you have a podcast.
Yes, ma'am. I do have a podcast. It's called the Savvy Mama Podcast. Now we do cuss on there because we do tell the honest truth about motherhood because it's not always rainbows and sunshine. So I do have a podcast where I bring different people on, or I may be on the podcast by myself and just talk about what's going on in my life as far as motherhood goes.
Okay. How
Yes,
long have you
ma'am.
had it?
How long have I had my website?
The
For
podcast.
about the podcast for about 4 years now.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. And I'm
Awesome.
always looking for guests. So if you would love to be a guest on the podcast, please reach out.
Of course.
Yes, ma'am.
Of course. Absolutely. You talk about your podcast. In 2 weeks, mine will be 2 years old. And I'm just still like, wow,
Yeah,
two
that's
years in.
exciting.
Yeah. And to see the growth of the
Mm-hmm.
show and how far it's reaching people besides Dallas Fort Worth. So it's
Yes,
been great.
ma'am.
It's been
Mm-hmm.
great. So again, this is our out of towner, the sip. She waves, she talking about, hey,
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 y'all.
hey girl. So give me 3 words to describe your business. Because it's a business, it's a brand, all the things.
It is a brand. It's honest. It is open and resilient.
Because being a mama is what? Resilient.
It is. And it's not for the weak.
It is not for the weak at all. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So, of course, we're in the phase of mamapreneur, all the things. What
Yes,
makes your
ma'am.
brand kind of stand out from other brands? Because again, you have your shirts, you have podcasts, you have community. That's what this platform is about. So, kind of what makes yours stand out from other platforms? Because at some point, some folks are gonna start looking alike in their brands.
Yes, I agree. So for my brand, like I mentioned earlier, I like to tell the truth on my podcast or if I post on social media. I like to be honest. If I'm having a bad day or if I'm not feeling it, or if these kids getting on my nerves, I might post it because it's the raw, honest truth. It's not filtered in a way to portray it where you have people thinking that motherhood is just so, it's easy breezy. There are ups and downs, especially dealing with kids with different ages and different personalities. Especially when you're a single mom and you don't have that support village, it doesn't look like the pictures on Pinterest.
Mm-hmm.
You're in the nitty gritty of it. And I try to post that even though you are maybe going through something in your motherhood journey, it's always a positive light at the end of the tunnel. So even though you're going through in your journey, just always try to be positive and open-minded. And remember that your kids are your why and your reason to keep going.
Absolutely. I say for my son, even through a hard day, hard season, just look at that face. Like, okay,
Yes,
let me
absolutely.
put my big girl panties on and
Just
keep doing it.
woosah and breathe and just push through. Yes, ma'am.
Absolutely, absolutely. That went over to my next question. How do you stay motivated? I'm like, we didn't already answer it, child.
Yes,
Um,
ma'am.
how do you handle obstacles in your business? Because again, ebbs and flows of entrepreneurship. How do you handle?
Honestly, I take a break and I step away because I'm a single mom of four. So when life gets to happening and I become overwhelmed, I take a step back and I do my self-care things that help keep me grounded,
Mhm.
and whether it be spa days or just alone time, I'll step away from everything and then come back because I'm a firm believer that if I'm not okay, I cannot be okay for my children, and my household won't flow and it won't run. So I try to be consistent, but when life gets to happening, I have to pull away from it because it can be too much.
Absolutely, because otherwise you're dealing with burnout at this point.
Yes,
Hmm.
absolutely.
I love it. So talk about your babies. You say you got them
I have
babies.
yes. I have four children. My oldest is 15. My son is 13. I have 11-year-old daughter and a 4-year-old son.
Okay. Awesome. Just the
Yes, ma'am.
troops.
The troops, they keep me very busy, especially my oldest. She's very involved with sports activities and things like that.
Hmm.
So they keep me on my toes for sure.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah. So
ma'am.
is yours in sports now? Mine is I just dropped him off and ran home as we
Yes,
speak
ma'am.
at
My
practice.
oldest daughter, yes, ma'am. She's doing color guard and tennis right now at the same time.
Wow.
My son is in the midst of preparing for basketball. He'll be going to high school next year.
Oh my gosh.
My
Okay.
youngest daughter, she wants to do soccer. She's in that phase right now where she doesn't have any activities yet, but she was participating in band. And my 4-year-old, he thinks he's an NBA player. He tells me all the time, "Mom, I got a game tonight." I'm like, "Boy, you don't have no game."
Oh my
But he
God.
loves basketball. Yeah.
Okay. So you'd have just I think we at that stage, we the Uber drivers.
The Uber driver, we are the
We ain't
chef,
getting paid
we are
for
the
it.
doctor. No, we don't. We do not.
What you say, doctors and what else?
We are doctors, nurse, chef, chauffeur, Uber Eats. We are all of the above.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Now I can only imagine when all sports seasons are going on at the same time for all four.
Yes.
Bless your heart.
Yes. That's when I need the village to kick in and help me out. That's when I need the village to pick up one if I'm running behind from picking up another.
Wow. Wow. So you know the true meaning of work-life balance within,
Yes, ma'am.
because granted, I already work a full-time job,
Hmm.
then the business, then the troops, all that comes with that.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
wow. I commend you, girl. Uh somebody in the comments said we wear so many hats. Yes, we do.
We do.
Now if we can get a raise,
Okay.
whatever that looks like,
A
a
little
raise,
stimmy.
a little bit. A stipend. Let me go in
A
teacher
little bit.
terms. We can get a stipend
Right.
at this point, for all that we do for the children's. Well, I have
Yes,
one, so
ma'am.
child. But but it's like I got multiple because he be making plans with no money, no job, no
There you
car.
go. Hmm. I call them my broke besties.
That part.
Hmm.
That is so funny. That is so funny. Thank you, Money. So we're,
Thank you.
we're gonna get to the next. Our other guest, our fabulous guest, D'Angela McGee. This is chef extraordinaire. She got your meal plans. She can do for you. She got everything for you. So, D'Angela, you're gonna tell everybody about your amazing business, your all that you do. Welcome.
Well, thank you so much for having me on tonight. My business is D'Angela's Personal Food Prep Service. I began my business in 2017, so we'll be celebrating 6 years this year. I started off just doing meal prep basically, and I have tapped into catering and private dining and personalized meal prepping right now. I have a couple of events coming up, so I am really trying to grow right now. I'm really growing. God is stepping me out of my little comfort zone that I had been in for the past 5 years. So I'm really grateful for that, with what God's doing right now in my business.
I love that. I love that.
Yes,
So tell me your story. So you're here
so
in town. You say you want to be a chef all of a sudden. You want to cook all of a sudden.
just all of a sudden, as much as I've been trying to run from cooking, all of a sudden, just out of nowhere. But no, it pretty much it kind of began in maybe about 2015. I decided for myself that I needed to get in this kitchen and get some of this weight off of me. So I'm like, okay, because I'd been spoiled all these years. I went from living with my parents and my mom cooks for me all the time to marrying a husband that cooked all the time, so cooking I didn't have to worry about it too much. But unfortunately, these wasn't healthy cooking that people were doing for me. So I had to kind of take that part of my life in my own hands. So I began, meal prepping for me. And just like anything else on social media, just kind of share our life, what we're doing at the time. And fast forward, my background is actually in finance accounting. God kind of called me off of my last job that I had in corporate America in 2016. Didn't understand what that was all about. I just kept feeling in my spirit it's time to go. So I was obedient, not understanding why, but just stepping out and doing what I felt like God asked me to do. Fast forward a few months, I was diagnosed with stage 3 breast cancer. And I had a friend while I was going through chemo that was also on her fitness journey. And she had just lost 2 parents back to back from cancer. And when you have a friend that's just going through something, you just want to do something for them. And what came to me is the least I can do is cook for her. That way, that's one less thing that she has to worry about, and she can still continue to do for herself and stay on her own journey as she's, going through what she's doing for her, in her loss of her parents. And so I did that for her. I prepped her up a bunch of meals, and she was so grateful for it. And like anything else, I just posted what I had done, not the background of why I did it. I just posted, and that post I had so many people who how much did you charge? I said, okay, Lord. I said, maybe this is it. Maybe this is time. Because, people was asking me before. I was like, no, I don't want to do that. I just want to do it for myself, And so I did the little research and said, okay, let me see how I can turn this into a business, So, and that's how I started. I was going through, like I said, my own process of fighting breast cancer. And I think it actually helped me, because what helped me was, and the basis of my business is doing something for people. I just wanted to do something for people. I knew it was a need. And this is just the avenue that God was using me to do what I love to do anyway. And that was just helping people. So that's where this came from. It wasn't because I just love to cook so much. No, it literally came from just my love of doing something for people. And it's just happened to be the avenue that God was using me for. And again, it's been 6 years. After a few years in it, I decided to, if I'm going to really do this, let me educate myself in this area, So 2020, I decided to go to school for culinary arts. Hadn't been in college in 20 years. And So it was hard. I had to really push myself. Okay, you can do this, And at the same time, I have 3 daughters. They're all adults now. My youngest is be 20 this year, and at the time, she was in her senior year of high school, and right after I started school, a whole pandemic hit. So I was like, really, Lord, I wait 20 years to go to school, and then a whole pandemic hit. So, but if anything, I utilized it as hard as it was for me. I utilized that to really push myself and to be an example for my girls, with adversity, which of course they've seen that, throughout my life, different things. One thing they will see about me is I will push through, and this was just something else that I pushed through. And as hard as I was watching my daughter struggling, wanting to not finish school, and I said, if I can do this, you can do this. I'm in the trenches with you right now at this time. And so 2022, I did graduate with my degree in culinary arts. So I was really excited about that. So did my daughter. She graduated high school. So yeah, I'm glad I pushed so she could push.
Amazing. So talk again about what services you do offer for your company.
So I offer meal prep. So I do a weekly menu that I post. I update my website every week. That was another part of my meal prep. Was I always, even when I did it for myself, I always wanted variety. So if I'm going to do this, I don't want to, because I remember when I used to see, when you say meal prep, you see the little, oh, here's a piece of chicken. I'm like, I can't do that. I need something that's going to really make me excited about what I'm about to eat, And so that was also the basis, So I do a weekly meal prep, and then I also offer personalized meal prep, because everybody's journey is different. So I have clients that may be on a keto diet. I have clients that's on a high protein diet. So I have a service where I personalize a menu for them specifically. Again, like I said, I've tapped into private dining as well as Lord have mercy. My mind just left me. Catering.
I got you.
Yes, so yeah. And also, I'll be doing my first vendor event Saturday, so I'm pretty excited about that. So the spring tour at I think the young lady, hers is in April.
Ours is Saturday. Yours is
right. This spring bash. Yes,
this is the place, baby.
Yes, I'm sure. I think the crazy part is literally that's how my mind works. Y'all forgive me, because I think I still deal with chemo brain sometimes, because I will have a whole thought and it would just leave me. So,
okay. I got you. Hold the line.
Facebook page, and you will see. Trust me, I've been posting all week, so it's there.
I got you. No, I'm about to advertise for you.
Okay.
I need my cut. Yes, my advertising.
Yes, ma'am.
She will be a part of the Enlightened Tour.
Enlightened Tour. Yes, ma'am. Spring bash. Yes, ma'am. That's it. I will be there. Yes, ma'am.
It's 7 p.m. Hold the line. And she will be at the Lofty Spaces.
Yes,
here in the Dallas area. Everybody's conference, everybody's vendor event. I'm doing 2 this year at Lofty Spaces. Get in where you fit in. I swear. Yes. I'm gonna be there too. And then the one Skylar's doing is April 1st.
Yes.
At Lofty Spaces. I forgot the time.
Yes.
But we'll post all that. We want to promote in the process. So I'm gonna go back to something you talked about, because in our initial conversation, we dealt with something similar. So cancer survivor. I was diagnosed February 2017. We're 6 years in remission as we speak with Hodgkin's lymphoma. So I can relate to chemo. How long was chemo for you?
I think I did it for 4 months.
Okay, so yeah, I was,
and then radiation afterwards.
Yes, I was 5 months, almost 6 months chemo, about a month of radiation, and so it's funny you talk about the residual.
Yes, I think most of these people believe me, like I'm for real. Like This is real.
Yeah. Yeah. But you know what? You're still here.
Yes.
And
God
you're
is still
still
good.
doing
Yes.
what God has called you to do.
Mhm.
And you're being a blessing to others. I'm dead serious. What I said before we went live, we're going to talk about those meal plans. Let me tell you something about meal plans before I go to general questions for the both of y'all. Meal plans for meal prepping, I did like a hashtag search.
Mhm.
Some of that stuff looked boring. I'm like, I would get so tired of eating
Mhm.
that dry piece of
Yeah.
chicken look like it had been through that last piece of wild rice,
Mhm.
and then whatever sweet potato, whatever they want to add in there.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
folks, they are eating that same dish for 5 days straight. I get
Yeah.
so bored. I get bored
Mhm.
easily with my hair as a hairstylist. You watch every start trying to change my hair with the exception of braids, let alone my food choices. I
Mhm.
don't see how folks can sit and do that same meal, that
Yeah.
same breakfast. You're gonna have them same strawberries, blueberries,
Mm-mm.
same ones 5 days straight. So that's why I say we're gonna talk, because I
Yes.
want to do still prepping, planning, whatever, but I
Mhm.
switch it up. And so I
Mhm.
know you'll be able to assist.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, but
I
I'm
got you.
so proud of you, and being able to tell your story. So proud of Imani being able to tell her story. You both stepping out on faith and starting those businesses. You probably was like, oh Lord, now what are we doing here?
Right.
Yes.
Especially now, did the pandemic affect you at all, Imani?
Yes. So I work for Child Protection Services, and we
Oh,
did
bless
not
your heart.
close,
Bless your
obviously.
heart.
So I was doing that from home, and then all of the kids were doing school virtually,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm trying to cook breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack, still trying to run a household, help everybody stay logged on with their schedules, keep them engaged, trying to do my job. That was a lot. We went outside a lot.
Oh
So
yeah.
when we had breaks, and even though we were in quarantine, we still went outside and, made like a little picnic in the front yard, and we were outside in the sunshine. We were not just cooped up in the house the whole time, or I think we would have lost our mind.
Mhm.
Literally.
Yeah.
Literally lost your mind.
Yes.
So I asked D'Angela, I asked Imani this question, but I'm gonna ask you the same thing. Give me 3 words to best describe your business. Go.
I would say love, because that's it's the heart of my business. Delicious.
Hey, as it should be.
As it should.
And what's another good word? God driven.
Love it. I love it. I love it. Now, with all the business you've been getting, because I know you're busy. I know they keeping you busy.
If no other time, I mean, this week is definitely got me.
So how are you balancing everything with, because again, you're promoting yourself and getting yourself out there. And
Mm-hmm.
so prepare for that wave to come through. So
Right.
if you're starting to see that now, how are you maintaining it all? Because you still got your personal stuff at home. Now the business is growing.
Well, I've gotten used to not sleeping a lot.
Ma'am.
Unfortunately.
Now,
Ma'am. We need to have a self-care discussion.
that is a self-care,
And
ma'am.
you know what's so funny? When I heard her saying that about the self-care, I was like, Lord, I need to be like Imani, because I'm like the total.
Listen, you got to get that self-care by any means.
I know, and I keep saying that. I'm gonna do better, and it's crazy, since I've been like doing this business. I've learned with me for whatever reason, I've always, when I worked in corporate America, I've always been the 9 to 5 type, person.
Yeah.
But I learned since I've been doing this, and then even when I was going to school, I always did my best work in the middle of the night for some reason. So it kind of worked for me, especially with the meal prep, because I'm pretty much prepping overnight. And then I'm still pretty good, so I don't know. It works for me, I think right now, especially kind of keeping myself busy, because I've had so much transition in my life, so like I was saying, one thing about me, if I may have a stumbling block, but I have my moment, and it's just a quick moment, and I just continue to push, so that's just kind of me. I have to continue to push. I can't stay down. If I'm a representation of Christ, I can't allow certain things that I may go through to show up on my face, because he's still good, and that's what I have to always make sure I show, so that's something big for me, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
All righty. So I have a question, and either one of you can answer. What does it take to make your business successful, or to be successful in business?
Support.
What did you say?
Support.
Support. Oh yeah, that's definitely huge. Yeah, I can definitely say I have a great support system. If nobody else, I could say, and my kids have been really great in my life. I will say that, a good support system for me. I think they have always been my drive, and even with them in their adulthood, they're still my drive a lot of times, because they're young ladies now, and I feel like more than anything, I have to be an example, because life is gonna life for y'all. And when it does, you need to know that you can get through this, you can push through anything, so that's my thing.
Yeah.
But I'm going to slow down a little bit and get some more of that little self-care going on.
I need to set a reminder to reach out to your butt and say, yes, let's step away from the kitchen.
And people say that to me all the time. I have one friend, she randomly texts me and she said, have you gotten any sleep?
Right.
I was like,
Seriously.
at some point I did.
Seriously, because you got to take care of you. Yeah, you're fulfilling your purpose, because that's what this is. Your
Right.
purpose.
Right.
Imani is fulfilling her purpose, but take care of you first before you take care of anybody else. You get on the airplane. They say if you're with your child or whatever, they say you gotta, your oxygen mask first before you do your child or whatever.
Right.
You want to help others, So you got to make sure you good.
Yes.
First. You good at all times. So again, if I need to set a reminder in my phone to text you and say, dear,
yes, I'm on it next week. Yeah, I'm on it next week. Yeah, I just gotta make it through this weekend.
Hey, one of my good supporters is in Virginia. She commented. She say she wish she could ship her some meal preps.
I get that all the time. I do.
So that's your sign.
I've tried to look into it. I think my biggest issue is the costing of the shipping. Because this is different than just shipping a little package or something. This is food. It has to be properly shipped, and the weight of it and everything. If I figure it out, I got y'all, because when I say I have so many people that ask me that, and I really love to, but if I'm going to do it, I'm gonna have to do it right.
Right.
So so that's on my future list.
Talk about, so if someone wants to place an order that's local with you, how does that go about? How do they?
So I update my website, www.deangelasfoodprep.com. I post my new menu every Monday. They have until Friday to place their orders. There is a minimum of 5 meals per week. I also offer family meals as well. So some people order from the family meal menu as well. But the weekly meal menu is updated every week. They have till Friday. Prep on the weekend, delivery or pickup is on Sunday, and I'm located in Rowlett.
Okay. So
Okay.
for my DFW peeps, make sure you are following her on social media so you guys can support her. You know, we got to support our small local businesses. I know that we got all the chains, the food chains, but I
Mm-hmm.
know D'Angela's is made with love. Love. Love.
Yeah.
Okay. So Imani, what is
Yes,
next
ma'am.
up for your brand? What's next?
Next up, I would like to start doing small, intimate group, like workshops and things for moms to try to build the village back up. I know we don't have like grandmas and aunties like we used to back in the day. I
Mm-hmm.
think more moms should connect and work together and not be divided. So I would like to try to build a community where moms can come together, and even though I may not know you now and we're building a friendship, later on we may get to a point where if I'm running behind, I can call you and we can build that sisterhood like we used to have back in the day.
I love
That's
that.
good. Mm-hmm.
I love that. Okay. What about you, D'Angela? What's next for your brand?
Um, you know what? For me, I'm not sure when, but I know for sure I'm going to have to kind of step back a little bit, because not for the sake of just because I want to it's still so much that I'm learning right
Mhm.
now. And again, it's so important that I stay with what's current. I work with a lot of other chefs and stuff, so I'm always in the learn mode. And
Okay.
so I've noticed that I am being pulled to do a lot of that more, so that I can continue to grow mine even more. Again, with the catering, I have been the catering is kind of new, because again, for the past 5 years, it was just strictly meal prepping. So find for the private dining and the catering, that is something more new for me. So I'm really growing on that end. So I'm pretty excited about that. So that's kind of where I am right now. So when we have this, I'll be back on your show again. We're gonna have this. You're gonna ask me this a year from now, and I'm gonna give you more.
That's fine. That's fine. Let me
I will
tell you
have
something. You start with one or two things, child. You ain't gotta
it.
have a whole list.
Right,
As
right,
long as you have something in mind and you actually execute it. Because we can
right.
talk all day.
Mm-hmm.
Hey girl, I need to lose 10 pounds. I need to lose 10 pounds. You still eating chitlins and hog maw. Just saying.
Oh Lord.
Just saying. I need to start that business.
Mm-hmm.
People will
Mhm.
see me, they know entrepreneur, I have the show, all the things. And they would, when they see me, they immediately go to that kind of conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Hey Robin, hey girl, I seen the show, doing good. You know what, girl? I need to start that cake business.
Yep.
Then you see them later, 6 months, year later. Child, you know what? I need to start. You know, I told you last time I talked to you, I need to start that cake business.
Yep.
I need to start it.
Mhm.
2 years then went by. You're like, you know what? Hey, girl. I said, your show almost 2 years old. Girl, I need to come on there, but I need to start that cake business. So at
Right.
least you are executing what you
Mm-hmm.
say you're going to do. Imani is going to execute what she says she wants to start. She has a community already, but to grow it even more. That's
Right.
Yes.
what it's all about. So it's
Mm-hmm.
not all about having 10 and 12 things on a list. Child, you got two. All right,
Exactly.
we're gonna do the two.
Yeah.
Call
Exactly.
it a
And
day.
do it well. And do it well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And getting in community. So
Right.
Imani talked about community. D'Angela's a part of my community, Mamaprenuer tribe and other communities. And so there's other chefs. There's chefs within the tribe. I need to connect you
Mm-hmm.
to
Right.
three.
Yes, because
Three in the
I wish
tribe.
you were local. I wish you would for that family package, baby. You get all my money.
Talking about because we gonna hold on. So let me mess with her now. Let me speak some to existence.
Okay.
Okay, D'Angela.
Uh-huh.
So we gonna speak like the programs. We're gonna speak it where you get the funding where you can ship that stuff out, like
Right.
HelloFresh.
Right.
What's the
Amen.
other one? Blue Apron
Right.
Okay.
Right.
and all the things. And I bet
Yeah.
you your stuff gonna taste better than that.
Okay. And she gonna give us variety.
That part.
Right.
You ain't gonna give me that dry chicken that look like it's
Yeah.
been cooked for Harry. You're not gonna give me that same pilaf rice.
Right.
Mhm. Right.
I saw something earlier with that. I was like, okay. That was on TikTok. So of course you watch one thing and the logarithm comes up and
Right.
all these videos about meal prepping comes up. And
Mm-hmm.
baby, that chicken look like it's just, help, I'm thirsty, help. Seriously.
Yeah.
But before we wrap up, Imani,
Mhm.
tell everyone how you can be followed on your social media and all the things.
Yes, so you can follow me on Instagram at official Young Savvy Single Mom. You can follow me on Facebook at Young Savvy Single Mom and on TikTok at Young Savvy Single Mom as well. I am on Twitter at Young Savvy Single Mom. So everywhere in these internet streets is Young Savvy Single Mom.
Come on, streets.
In the streets.
Love it. Love it. D'Angela, tell the people where you can be followed and where they can go ahead. The Dallas folks especially can go ahead and place
Okay.
their order tonight.
Right. I am on Facebook, D'Angela's Personal Food Prep Service, and on Instagram at D'Angela's Food Prep. I'm not on TikTok or Twitter. I don't know if it's the older age in me or what, but
We're gonna get you
I
on
think
TikTok.
those two are enough for me. I'm a grow, and then I think because TikTok's videos and stuff. I'm just not. But I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna get out and see
understand.
Session after this, so I can tell you.
Listen.
I can consult. I'm a business coach for hairstylists, but we can go
Right.
ahead and just be your coach today and be like, ma'am, if you don't just post your little
Okay.
video, your little food, not
Right.
your little food,
Yeah.
and
I've
post
been
it.
doing a little better. I've been doing little reels, different food and stuff. So I'm getting there. I'm getting there slowly but surely.
Hey, merge that thing over, do some voiceover
Right.
where you ain't even gotta show your face.
There
Right.
you go.
All the things, girl. If you need to put a little music to it,
Mm-hmm.
a little music to it. Child, people just seeing aesthetics. They just looking at the food like they're like, that
Right.
looks good.
Right. They will watch
There's
you
gonna be
package it.
order,
Mm-hmm.
and it gets better with time.
Yes, ma'am. I'm getting there. I'm getting there,
Hold
yeah.
I'm pointing myself before we wrap up. It's
Right.
the person who never thought they'd be on a podcast who's scared to do public speaking.
Right.
In 2
Me.
weeks will be 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm scared to do public speaking, your butt can do a TikTok video so you can get you some
Right.
followers and some potential customers. Okay.
Right.
That is my coaching session for today. The bill will be in the mail.
Thank you.
All right. All right. Now, thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight for episode 42 of the Mamaprenuer Podcast. Make sure you are following all of our platforms at Mamaprenuer Podcast, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. So got a YouTube page, so just go ahead and slide your butt on over there and subscribe. Videos to come. It's something that I should have done a long time ago, but it's never too late. So really, so I'm on you by TikTok. Somebody was on me by YouTube.
Right.
Make sure you're following the Power Team platform, because not only the Mamaprenuer Podcast is there second and fourth Thursdays from 8 to 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. We have our fearless leader, who I didn't give my shout out to earlier, Kesha Kesh. Thank you again for the opportunity. She has her show with Dr. Real on Wednesday nights at 8 o'clock. We have Bree, Buying and Selling with Bree on Mondays. We have Kia on Tuesdays, Cleaning with Kia. And then we have my good friend, Steph, the educator. And I'm going to need Siri to not talk to Siri over here, just really ear hustling. And then we have Steph, the educator, on the opposites of me. She's first and third Thursdays from 8 to 9 p.m. Make sure you're following the Power Team platform on all platforms, Facebook, Instagram, all the things. And I'm going to use Kesha's line today. You ain't got to go home. I'm playing. But thank you guys so much for being with me tonight, D'Angela and Imani.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you all for tuning in, and we'll see you all in 2 weeks. Have a good night.
Bye.